in the United States or and Europe being recorded.
That's because they share a similar framework. When you look at communism and you look at Islam, maybe at first glance you're like, one is atheist, the other is like super theist, but they share a common backbone, I should say. Like Iwan just told us about the common points, but you have to think that in those two movements, people are dreaming of a golden age where they can really get rid of what is evil by just transforming society and having like an apocalyptic mind, and they just share so many things in depth. When you look inside, they just work in synergy. So this is a form of delusion and collective delusion that just draw people into like crazy scenarios where they start to dehumanize anyone who agrees with them, because they are on a divine mission. The communists have this supreme principle that they have to apply to just purify this world from inequality. And the Muslims have this illusion of making the whole world Muslim. So, and in both scenarios, the group worships itself. Like you can maybe think that Islam is a monotheistic religion, but the Ummah is what is central. Same for the Communist Party. It's and you just examine them. They live in a parallel universe where their mission is everything. And so those two mindsets combine very well. And people don't even change. They can swing from communism to Islamism very easily. So, yeah, that was my observation. But yeah, many people have worked on that.
No, but that's what I'm saying, is that what we need to call out is not only the people that are just supporting the IRGC directly, but especially in Western countries. And you even have like people calling out in the UK saying this was illegal, this shouldn't have happened. And these are people in parties that literally have open Islamists that are MPs in office now. It's crazy. I can't believe like what I'm seeing in the UK, but it's starting to happen in the US too. You guys have to worry about this stuff. It's gonna become a reality very soon for you.
Yeah.
Like it's really going to be something that you have to give up certain amounts of principles that you currently hold, where you have this everybody is welcome, everybody's valued equally. But you're going to have to start saying things like, well, except for, and that's going to be a really difficult decision to make. But, I mean, if you look at Saudi Arabia, if you look at UAE, if you look at, like, that region of the world that's still it's still Muslim, but they're very, very westernized in, I guess, the right ways. They're telling us right now, you guys have to look at your belief system and change it before you irreparably damage it.
Well, and so I don't think it's like having to drop, like, I know what you're saying, like how liberals think, like, principally that it's wrong, but like, God gave us the gift of discernment and not ignorance, right? So like, to be ignorant and to not do things to better your life, better your family, for peace, love, prosperity, all of that. Like, God wants that for us, for everyone. So like, to ignore that and for them to think that they're doing something by not standing up, God didn't give us the power of ignorance. He gave us the power of discernment.
Those countries who are Muslims are still pragmatic because they don't want to sacrifice, like the UAE and much less extent, Saudi Arabia. They are pragmatic. They won't sacrifice their comfort and their wealth. To just like an ideology where you have like some other countries that are very absolute and You can see that in the Khomeini's basically post-revolution Iran, that these people are very apocalyptic and they're panicking and they have like huge propaganda. They're ready to just starve their own people just to serve a narrative. That is Martin.
I think Saudi Arabia is going to the right direction under the what you call an MLB. I saw a show. It was very funny. Jennifer Lopez was in Medina or Makkah. He had a show and he used the Islamic what do you call them picture like a structure of the Kaaba, which is the holiest structure in for Muslim, for her show. I mean, they trying to make a separation from the religion and the power, the government. I think Saudi Arabia, I'm not going to here defend Saudi Arabia, but I think every country is supposed to defend their interests. But as far as Saudi Arabia, I think they're going to the right direction under the new prince. And I think it's going to be an example for other Arab Gulf. So I'm happy with Saudi Arabia. I think after the toppling of the regime, I think Iranian, even they have a different ideology or different culture and stuff, they could be friends with the Saudi Arabia, Emirates, Oman, UAE. I don't see no reason, but Saudi Arabia is doing what it's supposed to do. I mean, going to the right direction, investing billions and billions of dollars just to make it different country. It could be kind of Western country, maybe 10, 20 years. You never know.
I also think the Crown Prince bin Salman, Mohammed bin Salman, or NBS at the time, he's doing a great job opening up the country to the world and to freedom and civilization. They are making peace with Israel, Abraham Accords. They're doing a great job. A very conservative country is opening it up to the world. He's a role model, I think. He has made some mistakes also when he was young with Khashoggi. Of course, Khashoggi was a radical, dangerous person, but eliminating with that manner was not the best choice. He has made mistakes, but now he's
doing a lot of good. Like my thoughts on the whole changeover with the Middle East and the way things are moving, like just worldwide, is that technology is actually kind of taking a hold in politics. I think that.
Let's start the party, Paul. Come on up and tell us what's on your mind, Paul. Hello, Paul? Welcome.
Yeah, are you, there's another Amir. Why did you put Amir on the house?
Well, we're here to talk about the Ayatollah, Iran, Israel, the USA, the UK, Paul. What are your feelings on the war?
I think the people I ran like it. I see them parading in the street and burning the city down.
Oh. Yeah, the gay I get too.
Yes, Mom.
Who else is happy?
My mother.
Hey, Mom.
She's eating ice cream.
Ooh, does she have any crushed walnuts, almonds, or
No,
syrup?
not all dark chocolate and syrup.
Ooh, yummy.
She's watching an opera.
Which one?
That Italian guy that's blind.
Oh,
Benicelli.
Yes.
Yes, Mom. PBS. Yeah, so I think let's be patient, but things look good to me.
Yeah.
And the people wanted this guy out, right?
That's what everybody says.
So we'll see what happens.
A lot of people wanted Barack Hussein Obama out. A lot of people wanted George Bush out. A lot of people want Trump out, you know? The thing is, it's like a global chess game, you know, and Trump made the first strike.
But he also said that Iran believes we're evil. And also, Iran killed more American soldiers, I heard, than any other country. Is that true?
I looked at AI. You know who you really have to talk to is somebody who was over there, because this AI bullshit, it just does a scrape of the internet, and the internet is full of bullshit. So you have to actually talk to somebody who was in Iraq or Afghanistan to give you decent numbers on how many died. I know it's at least, you know, a certain number, but when I looked into it, it wasn't as high as I thought it would be. So when I asked somebody who was down there, you know, but he wasn't a reliable source. You'd have to talk to more people.
Well, News Nation reporter says it's true. And a four-star retired general, he said he didn't say it wasn't true. So
I'm just saying, I know it's true. I just don't know the real number. Could be 100. It could be 2,000. But our casualties are 15,000 KIA, I believe, and then huge, you know, tens and tens of thousands of significant injuries. So, but you know, it's neither here nor there. That's all water under the bridge, because they killed the Ayatollah and they killed the former president Ahmadinejad, which is
I heard somebody got killed. Yeah.
Yeah, they killed a lot of people. If you go on AIPAC's Instagram, they're gloating about it. Gloating. I'm like, holy fuck. Like, dude, you're supposed to be a professional political organization, not like an assassination organization, but holy shit.
But I feel for them to do that on the first day, they must have knew that he was going there, you know? Or is it just luck, you know?
No, it's never luck. It's highly organized.
Because they took the Venezuelan guy, right? And no problem, right?
Yeah.
That was in and out, right?
People were speculating that they're using him as blackmail, or they're like using him in certain ways because like Hezbollah, northern Israel hasn't struck Israel yet, so they're wondering like, how did they get Hezbollah not to launch their rockets?
Yeah.
But some people say that they're just like so weakened, and Israel has been smashing them for many weeks now. And when they did the pager attack, they took out some of the upper echelon of Hezbollah.
Yeah. And Iran is bombing other countries.
Yeah. It's a Sunni Shia war. It's like a Muslim civil war, and the Saudis want to get rid of the Iranian leadership. And Israel, Saudi Arabia, everybody. Iran doesn't have enough friends. All they got is their proxies. They're standing all alone. So their time has come, you know. The revolution has been re-revolutionized.
But who's going to take over now in Iran?
It'll be like a coalition government, but I heard that Pahlavi is, because, you know, Pahlavi is, it's all politics. So like Pahlavi's highly politically organized. It's not about his status as crown prince. Like, that's irrelevant. Like, it's all political. Welcome, Danny.
Is he from Saudi Arabia?
No, he's the former Shah, the former king's son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the guy that got taken out, his son is going to come back and say, "We're back, baby.
What kind of person is he?
He's a nice guy. He seems like he's very professional, level-headed, intelligent.
The Redbird guy?
Yeah. He's very pro-Israel. He's well-liked. He's got many people that like him. And he's been around a long time.
I was in a room where it seemed like a couple, one Iranian and one that was in the Middle East, they didn't like him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of haters because he's considered like a Western puppet by these people. They don't judge the person, they judge the person's environment. I mean, he says a lot of stuff that people aren't going to like, you know, because they're anti-American. But the thing is, people, like, if you go to Salavi's room, she says, there's evil on all sides, so it's evil fighting evil. And it's like, oh, well, if you think it's evil fighting evil, well, isn't that evil destroying itself? So, some people have absolutely no spine. They can't take a side. They have no independent thought. They're not willing to, like, you know, they're not even willing to sit in the middle because technically they're leftists, they're communist socialists who are fascists in essence, and they're more than happy to have the control themselves. And they think they know better, but when you ask them, what would you do for we the people, they don't even have 1 to 3 responses on what they'd actually do. It's like a generalized, you know, blob of a response, nothing specific. So they're like anarchists in essence. And they're one step away from calling for you know, terrorism. That's how close they are. And if you go to Amir's room, there are individuals who are actively promoting terrorism, like every day on this end. It's crazy.
There's one guy, I forget his name. I think he said he's Chinese. I think he's against terrorists. You know.
Terrorism sucks because it's like random. Did you see that the Austin shooter was a black Islamist?
I just heard the beginning. They didn't say what he was.
Yeah, they identified him. He's a black Muslim. He was wearing a shirt that says "I am Allah's slave" or something.
And there's others out there now.
Yeah, there will be copycat killers because like the mind virus is real and people are on a short fuse now.
Yeah, but that's what town was that again?
It was in Austin.
Austin. I think there's less police, less security over there, right?
No, they got sheriff. They got that's the fucking West, dude. They got fucking cowboy sheriffs over there.
Oh, well, I never been there, so.
Oh man, yeah. Go to the West. They got real cowboys out there.
I've been to Louisiana once.
That's the South. That's not the West.
Okay.
The West people carry guns. You know, I know they do in the South too, though. But I'm just saying, it's like, you know, the myth is real.
I've been to Bush Airport once. That's about it.
Yeah, I've been to Bill Clinton's airport in Little Rock, and I said to the taxi driver, I said, don't you hate Bill Clinton and Hillary? Don't you think they're like scum? And boy, did he get pissed. He was like, scum? Motherfucker, they built this town. We didn't have nothing before Bill Clinton. I was like, holy shit. So some people's enemies are some people's heroes.
Yeah, I hope the best, and put it this way, I'm optimistic.
Yeah, I'm optimistic. I'm not pessimistic. I mean, if this was a protracted war, which I don't think it will be, because once you kill a spiritual leader, you kill the spirit. Like, there's nobody for these people. Like, they're not gonna rally behind an imagination. They're gonna, like, a human being is the cause in many situations. And you know, the Ayatollah, I guess, without that like type of spiritual leadership, there's no more leadership. And when you don't have a brain anymore, you know, the organism cannot function. So that taking him out and taking out even Ahmadinejad is so lucky, because it's like dropping a nuclear bomb to save hundreds of thousands of lives. And they didn't have to drop the nuclear bomb, so it's like, wow.
But Iran people could have can overturn too, right? Like we did, right? I can't say the word. They could fight for their freedom too, right?
Yeah, Trump is calling for them to rise up, and he was saying, now is your opportunity to take control of the government. It's yours. You know?
Yeah, and I saw them burning a city down. They had torches.
Yeah.
And then they were in a park or place where they were all had hands up and jumping around.
Yeah, they're tearing down all the statues.
A circle, yeah.
Yeah, this is their Arab or Spring Revolution that they never had. It's gonna be crazy. It's just beginning. Like, it's gonna take a while.
But a lot of people say, what I hear, that it's gonna turn around again in 10, 20 years. They're gonna have the same thing.
Yeah, it's possible, but it doesn't matter. It's like a big event, so there's no point in like thinking about what 20 years from now is, because the now is all important, and really the future is a compression into the now. So that'll be somebody else's problem. You know, I mean, we'll be alive maybe, but I'm just saying, like,
well, I
you
would
could say they're cyclical, but look at the consistency. Like the Iranian regime, that's their history, you know. They'll have a new history, and then they'll have a new history. Like, that's history. It's just new.
Well, we sunk 9 ships, right?
The Iranian ships?
Yes.
I didn't see it. I haven't.
Yes, that's what they said.
Yeah, I heard they were going to have to attack their navy.
And Trump said he could do more.
Like, destroy more ships?
Yes. He said they'll be in the ocean, deep in the ocean.
And I was going to tell you this opera that I absolutely love. It's called,
I'm going to the kitchen. Even the opera, you saying?
yeah, it's called, I think it's voice in the back of my head. I always forget it. But it's fun to watch.
And this is all Italian.
Yeah, I want to say this one is Italian as well. Can't think of his name.
No, that's okay. No. Oh, I have to do something. It's on, Ma. It's on. Yeah, it is. See?
Oh,
Okay.
Thanks,
She has a
Mom.
hearing. She has a hearing problem, and she's almost 90.
Oh, God bless her. 10 more years at least. 15 more. Isn't it amazing at 90 you could be like, I'll be alive for 15 more years.
I told 120.
Yeah. My grandparents made it to 105.
And she's still.
It's better than the shawarma places. My buddy showed me this Kavkazi guy, and it's been amazing.
The Kavkazis, man, I met one in Denver, Kavkazi Israeli. Great, he's a great guy. Fucking love that dude.
They have the heart of a fucking lion, bro.
Yeah, they do, bro. He was a nice guy, bro.
Yeah.
But he was crazy. Hi, guys. Hello.
Which country do you think is going to be next? Like Yemen or Somalia? Or even Pakistan?
Next for what?
U.S. intervention?
Yeah. Israel and Yemen.
Why would Somalia? Somalia is like irrelevant as fuck, honestly.
Israel go after Yemen if they continue to shoot missiles, if they get the message that their chief funder is out of the picture, then Israel will go after them.
Yeah, I think the next step is Yemen.
But the odds are their money supply is about to run out, so.
Everything's about to run out. They're not going to be able to get weapons from anywhere, bro. Once this whole thing with Iran is done, which is very soon, Hezbollah is going to be very weak. The Houthis will be very weak, and Hamas will be definitely weak. And any other faction as a terrorist organization in that area that was getting funded by IRGC. It's plain and simple. We know this already, you know?
Hezbollah will shrivel up and die.
Exactly. Maybe the ideology and the people that follow it might be there, but
Yemen is a lethal fighting force.
I don't think they're going to have the weapons, the weaponry, and the supply for it. Yeah. The real question is will the Persian people do fucking anything there? And once the targets are taken out, something significant happen on the ground, because shit needs to happen on the ground. You can't do everything from there.
So if the government's able to reorganize itself pretty quickly and crack down again, people won't stand a chance.
They could have killed his ass in fucking June, honestly. I don't know why they waited this long. I don't know why they gave it.
Apparently they pulled a trick and they got them to all meet together again. Like, why did they fall for this shit? Just so fun. I don't know. It's written up in a couple different news sources. Who knows?
Like they were like, I think it was 7 or 8. One of them was probably leaking information
that's why they decided to today, or yesterday, whatever, 2 days ago, to do it. But they had the same information in June, is the point that I was trying to make, because even Trump said that. He said we knew exactly where he was at, and we could have taken him out. And they decided not to do it. I don't know why, but don't fuck with the United States of America or Israel. That's all I can say.
Were you here last night when
you went for so long? Bill Clinton is giving them fucking money to fund their nuclear fucking program. Keep building your fucking nuclear program. I just don't understand. And then now we actually do something about it. And then you have these retarded Americans that come in here saying that we're dragging America into a war. I just don't understand people. They're just so fucking retarded, man.
I've never seen them.
Yeah, me either. I'm proud to have him as my president.
So always trying. He's trying to do something that we never seen. He killed 2 presidents in less than how much? Less than 3 months.
It just shows the world don't fuck with America because America has a long arm and it can reach anywhere in the world.
Because you can capture president during this piece of couple years. I never seen president captured in 3 months. In Yemen,
I don't think anybody historical moment, this Trump will go down as the greatest president in the United States history, no matter how many haters he has. And having haters actually makes you even more of a great president, I think. So because people only hate on success. That's what people hate on, if you realize that, right? People hate on success. That's it, man. And Trump is very successful. People are happy here, man. You just come in here, you see people are happy here in America. Except in New York City. That's the only other place. That's it.
So UK's involved too?
It's going to these rockets to the military, my strong and mighty military, to fight the IRGC. I'm very happy. Good. Is that what you drink to stay up on Clubhouse all night? Monster Energy? Ugh, shit's so bad for you. It's like drinking poison. I haven't seen her in a while. She decided to come back on Clubhouse when something significant happened. What's going on in your rooms over there? You guys are sad? What's happening? You guys don't fuck with America or Israel, that's one thing. I would be so scared.
grab somebody. Oh, strength joy. Give me some strength.
Ribono Shalom, you know why they treat Trump like a king when it comes to Saudi Arabia?
Why?
It's because the Sunni Muslims, they always say that Muhammad, aka Abdul, is the last prophet of the Bible, but they know that the last and greatest prophet is Donald John Trump! Donald John Trump, the last and greatest prophet of Islam. He's had more impact on Islam than any other prophet of recent history, and he has superseded Muhammad Abdul because obviously he's the greatest prophet in Islam since Muhammad Abdul. So it couldn't possibly be Muhammad Abdul if he was the last and the greatest. Now we have the true, the real, the bona fide last and greatest prophet of Islam, Donald John Trump, Rabboni Shalom.
Thank you.
Stop making fun of my religion and my prophet. Stop it. Okay, stop making fun of Donald Trump 24/7. Get the Donald John Trump derangement syndrome out of your head, and then we'll talk.
Hello? Snoo doesn't want to come? Come on, New Wall. Why'd you leave? We needed a British Moroccan to tell us all about the Middle East.
The Middle East is like a continent.
So,
Middle East is like a continent?
Yeah.
why is it like a
Like
continent?
It's his own thing.
Oh, because you're saying that it like sucks up the vacuum of everybody's attention?
Yes, that's what he's saying.
Yeah. Because nobody sits here and thinks about all the horrible things that go on in Africa every single day throughout that entire continent, right? Like, you know why? It's because nobody cares about Africa. But people care about the Holy Land, or they care about, this thing called the Middle East. You know why? Because of all that sweet light crude that comes out of the oil that just bubbles up. That beautiful, sticky substance. Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, man. I put it in my car so I can fucking drive. I need that shit.
Well, if you go to Salavi's room right now, she got a room open called They're All Evil. Both sides are evil. And it's people like that who are really the real fascists. They are just unwilling to admit it. They can't have a conversation about it. But if they can't pick a side and they can't even sit peacefully in the middle, well, the truth is they wish they were in charge. But when you ask them, what would you do for we the people? They don't even have a response. So what we're actually dealing with is low IQ people frustrated that they're not intelligent enough to have an opinion that's accurate. And so they have an internal friction that they want to share with you here on this hypnosis app called Clown House.
Oh, man.
This is a masterclass in hypnosis propaganda put on by Amir and Salavi. She screamed at me, how dare you use my voice and my image without my express written permission? I'll kill you. And I was like, Jesus, take it easy, Salavi. You sound like a fascist. You sound violent. I didn't give you fucking permission to use my fucking image. I did not consent to this. Well, Salavi, you're in a public space all the time, non-stop. I mean, have a little compassion on the content creators. Some of us are trying to be productive capitalists over here and turn you into a product. Rabboni Shalom.
I
I think I have an account where she said she's a public figure. So that's out the window.
Listen, anybody on here is a public figure. If you think that somehow your consent is required not to be recorded, well, grow up. You know, I hate to break the bad news to you, but you are in a public space. It's recorded or unrecorded, it just doesn't matter. You are here publicly speaking, and you can be, you can't conceal your identity when you put all these markers in your profile about who you are. So, grow up. Like, the thing is, they're unwilling to admit that they actually want to be surprised. Because that's what everybody likes, is the surprise. Like, oh, like, maybe not all the way, but I'm just saying that there's a lot of immature people who, demand that their opinion is the accepted opinion, and it's ridiculous. Grow up. If you want to sue somebody, you better have the money to sue them, and you have to look at it as a strategic decision. What's my ROI on this lawfare? And that's really the way law works. There's ROI, and there's huge mega law firms with billions of assets, and they made strategic decisions on how they want to invest their money in the law. And sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
Interesting. Hey, Vivi, what did I miss?
Well, bro, you were here. You missed a huge fight, man. John Kitover jumped through the screen, punched out a fucking guy. The police came, the ambulance, they took somebody away. It was like a brawl in there.
Damn. My friend got in a fist fight with the duck, and I got two pet ducks, and
I know. I've seen the pictures.
he got a fist fight and he lost. I got to take care of him.
Now we just been here, man. Just keeping the room going, trying to give people positive vibes, and that's it.
The greatest news about this whole event and this whole, battle and war is that we have firmly confirmed one thing in the Islamic faith for both Sunnis and Shias, and it's that Donald Trump is actually the last and greatest prophet of Islam, which is truly the most amazing revelation of this entire experience. And anyone who says that that is insulting or Islamophobia or, insulting to one's religion and prophet, well, I would just say proof is in the pudding. Prove me wrong, because generally on this app, we have to deal with their all or nothing positions, debate them, and they say, the proof, the burden of proof is now on you, now that I've asked the question. But now I want to ask the question to all the Muslims and the Islamists, the Sunnis and the Shias, who truly is the last and greatest prophet of Islam? Is it Donald John Trump? Or is Muhammad Abdul? Hello.
Well, strength, I would be careful with that. The reason why I say that is because by putting it that way, if you look, I'm only talking on this, if you look at the talk before the second coming of Jesus Christ, it talks about the Antichrist that will come before, claiming and unifying the Muslims, unifying the Judaism, and unifying Christianity before completely decimating the world before the second coming of Jesus. I understand a lot of people don't believe in in Jesus Christ.
Wait, you're telling me that the world is now going to have to answer to a Jewish king known as Jesus? Oy vey, Rabboni Shalom, the Jews just keep winning. How is it possible that a Jewish king, according to your opinion, is going to come back to fight the opposite of himself, known as the Antichrist? Anyways, Rabboni Shalom, there are Jews for Jesus, which is also remarkable about Judaism, that it can be that flexible. But you never heard Jews for Muhammad, have you? I just haven't heard that yet. You know why? Because when you look into the history, Muhammad wasn't that kind to the Jews. It turns out that Abdul was a warlord cult leader anyways, we won't go there because it's been proven that there's a new prophet in Islam, and his name is DJT. And if you've got DJT TDS, well, Rabbanu Shalom, you can finally get past it if you are spiritual, if you are religious, because it's obvious now that the greatest and last prophet of Islam is Donald John Trump. Just look at MBS, the king, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, the largest Islamic kingdom on the planet. He loves DJT. You know, they fist bump, they touch each other, they hug, they're best buddies. But Rabbanu Shalom, there is that photo with MBS and Epstein, and you could tell that they just got done doing something. Like they were shining, a little sweaty. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's feeling to talk about the Indian president that went to Israel. How he's backing Israel? What's his
Modi. Modi, Prime Minister Benjamin had a big hug. They love each other. There's so much love between India and Israel, and it's all because of the Muslims in Pakistan that harass and send terror squads of death to India, like, you know, the Mumbai terrorist attack at that mega hotel of those young, stupid, disgusting people. Rabbanu Shalom. Owen, I heard you say that you think there's going to be a reverse migration of all these people. I know, you know, you're living in a country that's been completely taken over by Islamists, but Rabbanu Shalom, what do you think will be the catalyst in this return flight home, these return flight homes? Will the government put together a program to actually pay to remigrate, to denaturalize, and to send back and to strip the citizenship of all these Islamists? You know, not many people read anymore. Most people just want to opinionate and demand that their opinion is the accepted reality. But some of us have these things called books, and some of us have law books. And when you get to the actual battle,
Fix it right, you know.
when you get to the, you know, to the actual conflict, and then you have to go to court, some of us still believe that the law, or, you know, what's written down is important. Now, I know we have these things called oral arguments, but the truth of the matter is there's a final written report that individuals in the future reference. They don't really hear the oral arguments, but they read what's written down in the final transcript. And this final transcript that I'm about to read to you is really a charter. And every program or project has what's known as a charter. And this is what Section 8 of the Constitution says. It says, Congress shall have the power to declare war, grant letters of marque and reprisal, and make rules concerning captures on land and on water and in the sky. But that power is vested to the Congress in Section 8. So, you know, I'd like to keep asking people, is it constitutional what we're doing? Is it within the letters of the law? Because I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories.
You know, if you talk about law, you know that's based on the interpretation of the law, and the person debating or defending the law has presented an interpretation of how the law should be.
Well, there's this thing called the law, but then there is also this thing called human action. And if you look at Napoleon, who was not an emperor, but somehow became the emperor. I'm just wondering, what is law and what is experience? Because a lot of people on this app, if you ask them, do you like Thanksgiving? They will say yes, but they will say but. And when they get into the buts, it almost ruins the question. Do you like Thanksgiving? Because apparently you don't like Thanksgiving because of all your buts. So I'm just saying that, if I were to ask, what is a woman? Many people on this app actually couldn't tell you what a woman is. They would say there is a difference between sex and gender. And so we have a lot of deluded people that actually can't identify what is a cock and what is a pussy. And so the men and the women on this app that are incapable of actually telling you who has a cock and who has a pussy, these people are not just pussies and they're not stupid, but they are fools. And there are so many fools that when you add them all up, you figure out that they're stupid. And when you're dealing with stupid people, and it's like banging your head against the wall, it can't end well for you, the individual communicating with a wall and banging your head into it, which is the definition of stupid. And if you keep repeating that process, as you know, if you get the same result, it's the definition of insanity. And so if you want to deal with sane people, you have to deal with people who will not slam your head into a wall. And this app and these rooms and these individuals, they've been going for 24, 48, 72 hours, and they will continue to go 24. So I'm just looking at it from a perspective of a filmmaker, a director, a producer, and a content creator. So, in summation, I just want to say that super stimulus is everywhere, but it's up to you to indulge or to just observe passively the super stimulus that gets projected out of the mouths of what we have confirmed are stupid people. This is strength, and strength is the law. Law ultimately, that's what I'm saying, like strength supersedes law, because if you can transcend the law, it would have to take truly a tremendous amount of strength to supersede the law. And if you can do it intelligently, and not get in trouble for it, because there's innocent victims, I saw a video of a hand, and this guy just kept flopping this little hand, and yikes, late-term abortion. My, oh, my. My, oh, my, oh, my. So, in summation, the passing of the Ayatollah Khomeini and Ahmadinejad are truly just leftist late-term abortions. And when we look at it from that perspective, I think we can actually argue successfully that this is not a military intervention. This is a Democrat, liberal, leftist, socialist, populist, Marxist, communist, late-term abortion through a different intervention or a different methodology, technologically. We didn't have to use the Da Vinci machine to go into the uterus, to dissect, chop up, bag up, liquefy, and put into an oil barrel to put into a storage container. We did it with an F-16 and an A-3, B-3, C-17, 10,000 bomber made out of Raytheon and General Dynamics. Ribono Shel Olam. These are actually just late-term abortion tools that we have at our disposal. And, 3,000 babies or 2,000 babies a day at Planned Parenthood, or maybe, 300 over here or 600. These are all just late-term abortion tools to solve a problem we call life. Ribono Shel Olam. I now would like to dedicate this song to Donald John Trump, the last and greatest prophet of Islam. Both the Sunni and the Shia sects, as well as the one that Bashar Assad was in. I don't know what that's called, but that's another sect of Islam. Ribono Shel Olam. Ayatollah's funeral is going to look like, because he's going to have a big funeral. They're going to march that body down the street and have the biggest cry fest on video you've ever seen. I've already seen the videos of the crying Muslims all around the world putting out these, crybaby videos for the Ayatollah. These big crying videos are so upset and so sad. Ribono Shel Olam. But, if they were to study, if they were to read, if they were to look at the history books, they would realize that DJT is actually the last and greatest prophet of all of Islam. It's hard to believe it, but if you have the perspective of Islam and that your world perspective is an Islamic world perspective, well, Ribono Shel Olam, guess what? You can now incorporate DJT into your sacred scripture, into your religious theocracy and history books, and you can actually declare out loud that Muhammad Abdul is not the last and greatest prophet of Islam. And the entire Muslim community throughout the whole world can actually admit that DJT is the new and the greatest and the best and the most wonderful and the most glorious new prophet of Islam. Think about it. Consider it. Roll it around in your head and contemplate. Could it be possible? Could it be possible? Is it possible that DJT, Donald John Trump, could actually be the newest and the greatest and the most glorious of all the Islamic and Muslim prophets of all time? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. But it could be real, right? Maybe it's more real than your imagination, because it is real. And he's alive. And he's sitting at Mar-a-Lago right now, watching a wedding, looking at his grandkids. Oh my God, or maybe he's getting an update from Ratcliffe at the CIA. Maybe Marco's whispering something to him, saying, "Hey, Don, Mr. President, oh my God, you won't believe the news out of Tehran." "What is it, Marco?" "Mr. President, we've taken out the entire executive command of the entire IRGC. "Oh. Well, what are the Muslims saying about me?" "They're saying you're the new prophet of Islam. Greater than Muhammad Abdul." "Really? Why are they saying that?" And they're saying because the Muslims respect strength. The Islamists around the world respect strength. And they are taking joy in the new prophet of Islam, DJT. This has been a Strength Joy Incorporated production. I do not authorize anyone to record me in any way, shape, or form, or transmit digitally this message I have given to you. As a result, if you do record me and I didn't give you consent, I will sue you. I will sue you into oblivion. And you will waste all your energy and all your time defending my lawsuit for recording me without my consent. And in closing, this communication hypnosis has been brought to you by the United States government and Donald John Trump, the last and the greatest and the most glorious prophet of Islam. And Christianity, for that matter. Fuck it. Judaism too, right? He's got Jewish grandkids. Rabbono Shalom. It wasn't long ago that I realized Clubhouse was a hypnosis app, and if you want to come on here and say, "It's my turn to have a mic. Stop hogging the mic. Pass the mic around." And if somebody wants to pontificate and give their little Toastmaster speech, well, give them the grace to exhibit what we call stupidity. It's okay. You don't have my consent to record me, and I will sue you into oblivion for recording me talking about nothing. But you know it's all comedy. You know it's all performative. And you know it's all projection all the time. For example, if I were to say, "You're a schmuck," that would be a good projection. Because I am a schmuck, right? Or if I were to say, "You a faggot N-word," now that wouldn't be an accurate projection. But if I was a gay African-American homosexual screaming at somebody, "You F-word N-word," that might be a more accurate projection. See, projection is actually superstimulus, if you think about it. Because outlandish, vulgar, profane communication is by definition superstimulus. Superstimulus is essentially bigger, better, badder than the previous stimulus. It supersedes. So if I had huge tits and a great ass and everybody wanted to F me, well, I would be a walking superstimulus. I was at the beach the other day, and I saw a trans man or a trans woman. I'm not sure how it worked specifically. But this man had a massive set of fake tits. And I wasn't aroused. But I was aroused in the sense I said, "Oh, look at those tits!" And then I realized it was a man with tits and a beard. A bearded, titted woman. But it wasn't a woman, it was a man. So, when you ask some people what is a woman, or what is a man, or what is Clubhouse, or what is a cell phone, it turns out that it's not a circuit board with a gold backing and a super semiconductor chip manufactured by a little China hand in Taiwan. It is actually a hypnosis. It is actually an experience. And every experience is specific to that individual. Just like when you get into a car, it is a very personal experience when you get in a car. And guess what happens when you get in a car or a room on Clownhouse? It becomes a unity. You and the room are one, just in the same way that you and your car are one. Or if you were to get on a horse and be an expert horseman or a horsewoman, you and your horse are one. Galloping through the fields, jumping over boulders, you and your horse are one. Just like this room, and you are one. So it's important to know that whenever you go into a room, if you're in a room with Amir or Prince or Mikhail, and they're talking endlessly about nothing, you have become one with them. And if you want to merge or be in a state of oneness with what you might call stupid people. Be careful, because you may become infected with a stupid mind virus. But there is good news, my fellow doctors. If you have a patient who becomes infected with a mind virus, well, guess what? You can reprogram your patients. You can reprogram their health situation for maximum success by dehypnotizing them or rehypnotizing them, simply by communicating with them, if you so choose. But if you want to reprogram yourself and dehypnotize yourself, well, that's also possible too. All you have to do is do this amazing thing called read a book. Maybe read it out loud so you actually hear it. Because many times when you read a book silently, you actually aren't reading something else. But if you speak out loud and you hear it and you record it and then you listen to it again, well, maybe, just maybe, you will become more intelligent. Because guess what happens when you spend all your time listening to people on Clubhouse? You cannot become more intelligent. You have to read books. You have to get away from Clubhouse. And you actually have to go to sources of information and read those books. And guess what happens? You become intelligent. And if you spend all your time on Clubhouse and never reading any books, you will never become intelligent. It is impossible. Because all you do, it's like reading a book here. If you just listen, it's an audiobook. This app is actually just a pre-recorded audiobook. I don't even think a lot of the people speaking are even alive. I think they're just AI chatbots sent from stupid AI Incorporated, aka the U.S. education system of babysitting. In fact, if they wanted to cut the federal and the state education budgets, we could save $100 trillion a year just by saying, go to the library, everybody. Stop listening to all these stupid people talking all the time, aka your teacher, a member in the teachers union who is so tedious and absolutely doesn't care about the fiscal crisis. They just want to get their pension payment and get their monthly salary. And don't forget, healthcare is a human right. Medicare, Medicaid is a human right. And without it, we'd have revolution. But it turns out that there are hundreds of billions of dollars a year being billed by fraud, by foreign agents engaged in Medicare fraud, Medicaid fraud, advanced criminal networks that span the globe, ripping us off from Cuba to Russia. Oh, look who it is.
Hi.
Hello, Em.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm sitting here doing a long-form hypnosis. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
You know, I was in Chillism listening to Concrete, and I think he was out on a walk or at a work site or something. And it's just so funny to listen to people who want to do this like lofty dictation on this app. And then you realize basically they don't even care what the topic is or what the conversation is about. They want to go for like long periods of time doing this like lofty communication. And I was just laughing because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try that. And so what you just heard was me doing like, you know, imaginative communication for the sake of just communicating, like pontificating, knowing that what I'm saying is actually hypnosis, and I hope it's funny, and I hope it's intelligent, and it's like a way to use words you've never heard before, and then you're like agreeing with it. You're like, how am I agreeing with this? Or I'm laughing. So that's my contribution. It's proprietary. It's copyright, trademark. You can't record me without my express written consent and permission, or I will sue you into oblivion.
Have you guys been?
I'm good. I got a sty in my eye, though. I went to the gym. I had a workout. Yeah, I didn't take a shower that day. I fell asleep, and then I woke up with a sty in my eye because I didn't take a shower after, you know, getting a shits.
think that's yeah. You watch what happens.
So right now, at this very moment, if you go on Google, YouTube, and you type in John Kitover, you will see approximately 30 phones recording 4 different clubhouse rooms talking about what's in the title of this room. But what I just said, I think is very true. Is if you spend all your time here listening and talking, you can never become more intelligent, because I have proven that if I can offload listening to these people, but still record them, and then go back to my books and actually read, I become more intelligent. But the people speaking in the rooms just are not, because they're not spending any time trying to become more intelligent or reading. So I just find it amazing that I can basically avoid pitfalls or like step into a booby trap. And I'm trying to set up booby traps for other boobies to profit from these boobies. And in the process, become more intelligent myself. So on the, in the future, when my intelligence is needed, I will have built up a huge reservoir of intelligence. And the truth is, if you are actually given the ability to speak without a censor, you can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you're actually having a debate with a stupid person to the audience and win the trust and confidence of the audience, because you're actually far more superior in intelligence. And part of that is emotional intelligence. And if you want to have a debate where it gets judged and an audience gives it a score or a winner, if you can gaslight that other person into extreme anger, the audience hates that, rejects that, and lowers the score of that speaker. So part of winning a debate is showing that that person is stupid because they don't actually have emotional intelligence, that they are easily gaslit by what the other opposing speaker is saying. And you can do the same thing in court. You can win trials by getting the opposing counsel to lose their shit, because the judge hates that. But if you get the judge pissed off, well, now you're fucked. You will not win. So it's all about dynamic or relative position, or what Einstein calls the theory of relativity, or what you might call gravity. And the gravity of the situation is that DJT is the new, the greatest, and the most glorious prophet of Islam, with the blessings of the royal Saudi kingdom, to the dismay of the Shias. You know, this is a Shia-Sunni conflict just as much as it is a Jewish or an American or a British conflict. Like, everybody's got their fingers in that pie because of that oil. The Chinese, the Russians, and who suffers the most? Your local abuela living in a condo funded by IRGC terror money. And then, oh my God, grandmother's house blew up. DJT dropped a J-dam next door to a terrorist cache of weapons. And the next thing you know, a black extremist, Muslim Islamist here in America wears a t-shirt in Austin, Texas that says, "I am Allah's slave," and then kills a couple innocent people who were just out having a dinner. You know, and wants to get attention for himself. I mean, occasionally the water filtration system lets a turd get through, or a tampon. Unfortunate, but look out. Keep your head on a swivel. They're out there, and they're looking for you. They're just looking for the next victim. They might set you on fire in a train, slice your throat in a train, and say it was the white supremacist, white structural racist system that made me do it. Then a
I was just going to suggest that you go read to children at a school, but I take it back.
Well, I read on YouTube. I but I make all my videos, not for kids. Like, there's that option on YouTube to say, is this video made for kids, for children? And I always choose no. This is definitely not made for children. This is an adult communication. What's new in your life, Em? How's your love life? I heard you got engaged.
Did you? That's cool.
Did you get engaged?
No.
Oh.
No. I just got back from a ski trip.
How was it?
It was really nice.
Where'd you go?
To my cottage.
Nice. Is it near Mont Tremblant?
Yeah, it's in Tremblant.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
I've seen advertisements for these,
Did you snowboard?
No, just ski. I've been skiing since 2.5, so I don't know how to, it's too hard for me to switch over.
Oh, you can do it. I saw they have skis now. They're just like boots with like mini skis on them. They look pretty cool. I don't know if you have as much control, but these guys seem to have like a lot of control.
Like mini blades?
It's literally just the boot with like a perfectly fit blade on it. It doesn't extend really past the boot tips.
It sounds like a skate.
They're skis, but like the base of the boot is an actual ski. Like they're new. I assume they're new. I saw an ad for it like on, Instagram.
Yeah, no, I don't know what those are. I've never seen them. I know that they banned mini blades because my dad used to do that.
They banned it? Why would they ban it?
I don't know. I think that you don't have as much control. Like they go super fast.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if it's banned everywhere, but it is banned in Canada.
Oh, they're trying to prevent injury. People getting hit and stuff. I've seen people get seriously injured skiing. I mean, people die, regularly skiing.
I just had a kid come into the hospital and he's paraplegic now from a ski accident.
Oh my god.
Serious?
Yeah.
What did he hit? Did he hit anything or just the way he fell?
He hit his head, but it injured his spine. I guess the shock.
Wow.
Yeah. Sucks. And he was a good skier too, crazy. It makes me think back, when I learned to ski when I was younger, nobody wore helmets. How crazy is that?
It says a lot. I think we're naturally weaker as we get older. Like society, humans.
Yeah, but also, as you get older, your bones are not the same as they used to be. You don't heal the same way.
Yeah, who's that famous person that died skiing recently, the past couple years ago? Remember?
No, I know that there was, this
Super famous, hold on.
there was an actress or something who died. But that was, I don't know, but that was a long time ago.
Sonny and Cher. Sonny died in a ski accident.
Okay, but somebody, famous.
You're gonna find a lot of famous people died from skiing.
I know, but skiing it was specific. It was somebody really fucking famous, man.
Yeah, I think it was in where I live. But that was decades ago.
Oh, okay, so Sonny Bono. No, this was somebody recent, a couple years ago.
Well, but I don't know.
It happens every year. Probably hundreds of people die skiing.
Mm.
Just like every year, 60,000 people die in car accidents. I mean, you're dealing with what's called physics.
I think more.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's like insane. I mean, God, it's just crazy. Like, I know somebody like their mother, like old mother was crossed. There are streets that are like known for like consistently killing people.
Michael, so Justin Trudeau's brother died in a skiing accident.
Yeah.
Wow.
And his brother.
Natasha Richardson is the person that I'm thinking of, and she died in a ski resort that I live in. Well, not that I live in, but that I have my cottage at.
Did you see the interview with Trudeau? Like when he was asked about his brother's passing, it's like very creepy. I was saying when Trudeau was asked about his brother's death, he was like a robot or something. It was like the weirdest. It's on video of him like talking about it. It's very strange. It's almost like he's emotionally like completely empty inside or something. It's strange.
Oh, wasn't Natasha Richardson married to like Liam?
That's what I just seen, where she was married to Liam Neeson.
Yeah. And it was like about 2009, I think, when she died.
So what's anybody know what's happening in Israel at the moment, Tel Aviv, etc.? Because I've heard there's been attacks and stuff.
Hello, Queen.
We don't hear you.
Hello? Hello?
So the latest news on Times of Israel says 3 injured, 1 moderately in Jerusalem area Iranian missile impact. Rockets from Lebanon set off sirens in northern Israel for the first time in months. Day after commanding killed, Trump says he'll talk to Iran's leaders. Also says strikes could last 4 weeks. Iranian foreign minister says we will resist as long as it takes.
Honestly, I think this is all bullshit because like the U.S. and Israel did all of these things in order to like help the Iranian people. Now they kind of need to help themselves. And Kuwait, Qatar, Dubai, and stuff like that, they're all gonna crumble, and they're gonna just like give in to whatever Iran wants.
This is also bad news. 9 killed as Iranian missile destroys synagogue, smashes bomb shelter in Beit Shemesh. Over 40 more injured as impact strikes residential area in city west of Jerusalem. IDF is investigating the failure to intercept missiles and integrity of the shelter.
This is not new news though. Like it's been like a couple of hours now.
Woman killed Saturday in missile strike on Tel Aviv identifies a Philippine national. Iranian missile warhead falls less than a kilometer from Temple Mount Al-Aqsa Mosque. 4 of the 9 victims of the Iranian missile strike on Beit Shemesh named by authorities. Ronit Elimelech, an emergency service volunteer, was killed alongside her mother, Sarah Oren Katz. 16-year-old Gabriel Baruch Ravach was also confirmed to be among the victims.
Was it confirmed that because I saw a post saying that the IRGC confessed to firing a missile by mistake at the school?
Yeah, I heard the exact same thing.
Okay, my turn.
It says here 3 American soldiers have been killed, 5 seriously injured in war with Iran. Iranians and Jews celebrate Khomeini's death shoulder to shoulder in North London streets. Freedom, freedom! Jubilant crowds across Iran celebrate killing of Khamenei.
No, same.
The IDF reports over 2,000 bombs dropped on Iran in the first 30 hours. Air supremacy achieved on the first day. IDF says dozens of top Iranians killed within seconds of Khamenei as CIA role emerges. Before the strikes, Trump was told attacking Iran is high risk, high reward.
All right, John, I'm gonna go in the hallways, bro. I'll talk with you in a bit.
I want to live my life like I see.
I'm sorry, boo. You know.
It's just this horrible
It's just a
being respectful.
They were being wrong.
Was it T in Rome or was it T on the T? T. There was nothing else.
No wrong with it.
No what? That's all right, man. Just okay. They just took me somewhere and T means they wanted to talk about stuff. So for 6 hours they were talking to me and this one guy was talking to me. And I thought it would be very hard, but it was okay. But after 6 hours,
is one of the few countries that falls into either square. So they feel that, alright, they have to get this done before Trump is out of office. So I think that's actually why they went straight for jugular, right? Like killing Khamenei. Because they want to provoke this type of reaction to see that, alright,
We're outside, we get No, come on, but she don't come. I gotta make sure she get home safe.
Damn, you would drop me off? Yeah, that's so rude.
I gotta make sure she get home.
I think this is a great opportunity to remind everybody in the room that everything you're witnessing right now is because of one single man, a son of a poor Palestinian refugee camp in northern Gaza called Yahya Sinwar. That flipped the entire region and international politics. One Palestinian man. I think the Jews are going to remember that name for centuries to come. Ain't that right, Caleb? So what do you think about this?
Well, I mean, I don't know if they'll remember Sinwar specifically, but yeah, this is going to be like the end. This is the beginning of the end for them. And I don't say this to be sentimental or even to rub salt into the wounds, but when you look at the reckless, desperate, and extreme measures that Israel has been going into on the past 1.5 years, this is not the sign of a country that's in control of its own government. It's the sign of a country that's this is our last chance to lose. We have to get these things done. Hopefully, things will work out. These guys are afraid.
I would say, yes, Sinwar's plan was in control of their...
basically, yeah. He basically remade them into a crash out.
Not just that, he said it in his speeches. I wish I could bring you a translated version. He said it. I see it. He said literally, I see it with my own eyes. The entire region is going to burn, and the entire world. And they want a religious war, they're going to have a religious war.
And that's the other thing, too, because this will, of course, also worsen the economies of the West. And when the Westerners already have, many of our countries have, huge debt crises, when we all look and see, well, what's the cause of the worsening of our economies in these forever wars? Oh, who's the cause of these forever wars? Well, that's going to come back down to the Jews. So, I mean, yeah, they're gonna,
the Strait of Hormuz is closed, dude. It's just a matter of time. A few hours from now, the stock market is gonna open up. And people are gonna start seeing the losses.
Yeah. I already saw it in one of the models I had to validate recently. Literally, explicitly part of, the rationale. Why did the value and risk metrics fail? Yeah, because of what these guys are doing in Iran. My boss was like, "Oh, I'm surprised how much you in detail and in depth you went on that specific note." No, I like, yeah, because this is what these guys are called.
The Jews are gaining nothing but more animosity.
Yeah,
imagine these conversations weren't possible 3 years ago.
No, you see, for me, what's funny about this, right? Is the Jews, they, right now,
overplay their hand, bro.
It's not that. It's not even that, right? Like, which is true. You see, right now, they hate people like me, people like you. I don't think they realize what comes next is much worse than me, you, blah, 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 right? I still have my nice job. I still have whatever you're doing. We're still living comfortably. When generations of Matt Smith, Tom, whatever, and the funk across Europe, across America, can't afford student debt, can't afford to be able to buy houses, can't afford to live the lives that, forget my parents lived, their grandfathers lived, and they're going to have to look and see what the cause of all the crises that we're seeing, and it comes back to Israel. Bro, those guys, like, I mean, look, Caleb, dude, all I've done is tell you guys to convert. The people that come after me, bro, like, you want to talk about actual Nazis? No, those are the guys coming back.
I mean, may we see the day.
Well, here we have a Iranian patriot. Come up, Batman, tell us how the regime is gonna fall. Because all I'm seeing is American bases and Israelis getting hit. And I don't see Iranians on the streets demanding that the IRGC leave the country. Actually, I saw millions of Iranians on the streets mourning the death of Khamenei. The amount of propaganda that has come out, he left, but we still have Mariam and
Bro, my daughter is mourning right now, and she was kicked out of the country by this one.
Yeah, bro, I saw I sent you the videos. Did you see them? Millions of Iranians on the streets mourning the guy. And these fuckers keep telling us, no, the Iranian people want them gone. We wanna wear bikinis on the beach, and we wanna put our tits out. No, that's not, Any updates? Let's see. The 3 American dead soldiers died at the American base in Kuwait. I'm waiting now. I'm more focused on the Lebanese border. Oh, look at Pahlavi. My heart aches for the 3 American heroes killed and the 5 wounded. Mother of 100 Iranian girls. Did you even condemn that? Did you condemn that? Bro, these people are cocks. He's mourning the death of 3 American soldiers, and all the while over 100 young Iranian girls got hit while they were in school. And as much as these stupid fucking Pahlavi cocks come out into clubhouse rooms and make stupid fucking claims, always baseless claims, they claim, oh, the IRGC did. Motherfucker, even the Western media is saying it was an Israeli rocket. The Guardian, BBC, CNN, nobody's saying it was an Israeli rocket. Miguel, are you in the bunker? Tel Aviv, boom, boom, Tel Aviv, boom, boom.
Well, I mean, we should never celebrate death, but yeah, no, these guys, yeah, they did kill a pregnant woman. There was a 16-year-old as well. So, yeah, they were satanic people. There's no other way of putting it, It's also not just what they do, it's also the denial and obfuscation. Oh, it was the IRGC. Why the fuck would the IRGC not in some sense? Well, let's be rational here. Oh yeah, the Baptist hospital that's fired Hamas rockets. We've seen Hamas rockets when they land. They don't do that type of damage. How did you level the whole? Where did they get the explosive power to level the whole hospital? Only the Israelis have done. I'm not Somali. Oh, I need to take off.
I think it was Iran. Jazeera. Watch this video, guys. Look at this massage. You won't believe it. I wish Igal was in that building. Oh, we have an Indian Zionist. Come up, Cowbower. Now we're gonna speak to somebody who thinks the cow.
I am not a Zionist. I am an Indian though.
Fuck India, fuck Israel.
That's okay, but you should check my picture.
Oh, okay, I see the picture. I see. You're Sikh, yeah?
No. I am an atheist.
Okay. Jack, guys, look at this video, dude.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Look at the video.
Right now I'm driving though.
Oh my bad. Actually, don't look at it. This is what happens when I post shit fast. Yeah, come up, get in. Come up. Come up.
Yo, Jack, you guys not going or are you going back home?
Come up, Tim.
You need everywhere, dog.
I'm ready to eat, man. Tired.
I wanted to curse Israel in Farsi, language. Listen. Kosmanat Netanyahu, Kosmanat Netanyahu, Koskosh Netanyahu, Bukhuresh Israel, Bukhur. You know there's something though today, the Iranian missiles, are reaching in larger numbers and faster. I suspect it has something to do with bombing the American radars in the Gulf. Because if you look at the amount today and the efficiency today, it's much higher than yesterday and much higher than the 12-day war. I told you, Jack, the bombing of the Arab Gulf was not arbitrary and not dumb.
Yeah, I see why they did it. Yeah, makes sense.
Well, you know what? It's just fascinating. For the first time, the Gulf people are conversing on the value of having the American bases.
Fuck the leader. And fuck
Okay.
They get married to a 9-year-old girl. So fuck it up.
Are you Indian? Are you Indian?
Joking, I'm eating you. I'm eating you. Of course I'm Indian. I'm fucking happy that Iran is going to
shade. That Ben shot.
I like
Sure.
I like
Okay, wait a second.
Church and birth.
as I said, fuck Iran.
Fuck you, fuck Hinduism, and fuck the cow that you bow to, motherfucker. You know, what was I saying?
How's everyone feeling today?
Good, bro, good. Don't let me these villages.
Yeah, brother, today I'm not really loud. I'm not going to be, brother. I'll have to back today. There's no bickering between us. It's a very good day.
Dude, your voice sounds familiar.
It's very familiar, bro. But guess what, Colombia? Today's a lovely day. Alhamdulillah, what a lovely day. What a lot.
Yeah, bro, يا خليجي قاعد
Yeah, that's it. Why you keep getting down? This my friend, bro. Thinking of everyone has flaws.
خلاص يلا عندنا حنسلك بس. You shut up.
Shit out.
Okay, now the Israelis are responding and they're bombing southern Lebanon. CNN said the Pentagon is investigating how the Iranian drone was able to penetrate the defense system that the American base Kuwait. Yeah, I was saying that for the first time in the Gulf, people are talking about the value of having American bases. The people are not happy, dude. These people are like, motherfuckers. We did not go into a war with Iran. We pay you to protect us, and now you are a liability. I suspect that this really spirals out of control. They're gonna kick their asses out. So I don't know what the fuck the Americans are getting out of all of this fucking stupid reason. All the safe fucking people and the fucking case. Well, I hope it is fucking working. Idiots. These motherfuckers don't understand that they gain more by stabilizing. They gain more by allowing the region to prosper and to develop and to grow. They gain more by having growth investments in hundreds of billions of dollars in France, in the UK, in Germany, in the US. But no, what the fuck did the Jews ever do, you motherfuckers? What did the Israelis ever do? They take from fucking we foundation, dude. And the problem is that the Western public has been bombing for so long that they don't understand. They don't, oh, okay, I love Israel. Yeah, Israel is the best. I like it. Why, motherfucker? What did they give you? Oh, they give us intelligence. You fucking piece of shit. The Egyptians give intelligence to the Americans. The Egyptians are allied with the Jordanians, the Saudis, the Kuwaitis, the Bahrain. The Americans don't need the Israelis for this. The future is very dark for this country. Very fucking dark. You're gonna wish your problem is not finding a safe haven in the Middle East. I don't know if you're gonna find a safe haven in the West a few years, 2 decades from now. Fucking idiots. All because they want to fucking take over land and build a fucking state. Retards. And no, they're not even satisfied with what they have. You know what? Honestly, maybe if they were satisfied, it would be a minimal issue in the region, and it would just be mostly the Palestinians' problem. But no, they're greedy. They want to take more land. They want to take Lebanon. They want to take Syria. They want to take Jordan. They want to take parts of Egypt. So always overplaying their hands. Always.
Mike, are you safe? Susan, are you safe? Is your butthole okay?
You're not in a bunker, right? The one the other comment. Okay. Yeah, we got it.
Wala ka grabe ito!
Guys, it's an English one.
I'm here with the Palestinians because I am one of them. I'm good, man.
I am still hunting for the juice.
No, are you working for the juice? The juice.
No, I no longer work for the juice.
Finance bro.
I work for some juice. Straight from Jahannam. They were honestly some of the worst human beings I've ever met in my life. Crazy, very smart. It's damn man.
How's life without
Wallahi, it's been great. But Jack's life has been downhill.
I was doing great, Trap. I saw this guy liberate yesterday. I spiraled downhill.
Nah, man. I miss having them around.
We just don't quit again.
Damn.
The Israelis are bombing Lebanon. Susan, you hear about Hezbollah attacking? Trump started here. This is not politics. This is a war. This is a war. You're right in the middle of that. But everything, I saw that there are some people don't go out unless it's very necessary. There are people who stay at home. Okay. I think that's very nice. Why? You should have moved there. Just make the moved there, bro. Make the fucking tights with it. Yeah, but you have Russia. Wait, baby, why did you put it? Who's crying? Who's crying, baby? Come on, tell me, who's crying? All I see is rockets falling on Tel Aviv and Haifa and Jerusalem, so I'm not sure who's crying.
How do you see that?
I think your people are crying.
We're not crying.
Go on Twitter. Just go on Twitter.
We're not crying. It's the sacrifice we take to get rid of pedophiles.
Okay, where are the Israelis? Why are they all
Where are they? You already what they're going to do? Catch missiles?
There's no Wi-Fi.
What do you want them to do? To catch missiles?
Oh, so, okay. Then why you gotta don't have coverage in the bunkers?
What are you talking about? So are you talking about, how about the people that are in Jerusalem? Palestinians that are in Jerusalem that are also getting hit?
Yeah, they would be
You're not upset about that?
No, they're not even upset about it.
Okay.
But
why are you laughing about it?
So was it worth it?
But why are you laughing about it? Yeah.
So wait, hold on. You took out Saminai, and tomorrow morning, I promise you, by tomorrow or Tuesday at the most, they're gonna appoint a new supreme leader.
Bro, you don't even know like what's white and what's black anymore. Like last week you were saying how it's so important that the IRGC stays in power. Then yesterday you said, oh my God, the IRGC needs to get out of power. You just keep like centrifugal.
I've never said that.
And you keep flipping sides because you know what the big
No, I'm not. I don't.
The IRGC is out of power.
No.
And then you guys are not.
That's
the problem. Welcome to the world of fuck around and find out.
That's not what I said.
Welcome to fuck around and find out now.
I love the IRGC rating how on you, but if the
how are they rating how? How? This leader got fucking smoked along with 50 of his buddies. How are they rating how? Tell me.
It doesn't matter.
No, but tell me how they're rating how. So if you're the leader of the faction,
okay, hold on,
and you get smoked, then you're in fucking hell right now, right? No 72 versions, no nothing, right? How are you winning? How are you winning?
I got it. You're redundant. That's all you're redundant.
Because you failed to answer the truth. That's the problem.
No, but if you shut up, I will answer. Right? Saminai was a fucking old guy, dude. He
was 90. You fuck, he was gonna die anyways.
How about 15 other top generals that were with him? Were they all 90? He was 86.
I got your question.
How about Ahmadinejad? How about him?
I will respond to your question. I will respond to your question. Just calm down. And even if he wasn't that old,
Well, I
it doesn't matter.
don't mic up like you're jerking off, like you need me for content.
Dude, I heard you and now I'm responding to you. What a triggered kike. Can't even take it. He knows the truth. He knows they're getting fucked. He doesn't want to admit it. And if this is the last war they will have with Iran, if they fuck this up, if they fail to achieve their objectives, it's over. There will be no other war with Iran. It's done. What Trump has given them, I don't think any future US president is going to give them. Fucking idiots! Miguel, why don't you have Wi-Fi in the bunker?
I'm reading the news right now.
I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with Lebanon.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I really hope that
This is This is Hezbollah's time to shine. Hezbollah needs to restore its glory and its reputation.
Yeah,
This is their chance.
Which year later? Well, they even murdered the the old president of Iran. That's crazy.
Ahmadinejad.
Yeah.
You know, I like that fucker, to be honest. He had balls, bro. He's short like me, and he got balls, bro. You see short people, they got balls.
Yeah. It's all the anger from the little man.
Exactly. Well, it works in our favor.
Yeah.
We become leaders and shit now.
Exactly. Okay, Napoleon.
You know, I was shocked to learn that Yasser Arafat was 5'2".
Shit.
Yeah.
He looked small, but I didn't think he was 5'2".
Do you know how tall Winston Churchill was? 5'4", bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's always the little guys.
It's always us, bro. It's always us.
Bro, I have a friend that's 5'4", I think. This guy, he went and became a doctor because he's like, man, that's all I got for myself. I gotta become a doctor. We're like Susan.
I'm not Steven. I'll be back soon. Just gonna finish.
Are you safe? Are you safe, Susan?
Yeah.
Show him the silver.
She coffee shops and a store.
That's it? Oh, well, a casual missile just flies by?
Yeah, that it's not that.
Okay, that's good.
Hi, Susan.
Oh my God, Steven.
A bitch? What? Where is food?
That's on the video right now, actually.
Oh, good for you, man. A step up from